What makes a good sales and or application engineer? Maybe that you're a fresh graduate, or maybe that you're an experienced engineer and you wonder about this. Well, I hired these types of engineers in my sales organization. So today I'm going to introduce you to the points that I think make for excellent prospects. And in order to illustrate my point, I'm going to compare these to a fictional character that you might have seen on TV, MacGyver. So for those of you that do not know him, MacGyver is originally the name of a series in the 1980s. The guy is working at the Phoenix Foundation and he's asked to perform certain missions for the US government. So it's not unlike James Bond, except that he never kills, intentionally at least. He never fires a weapon. Instead, he uses science and technology, most often than not on the fly, to get the job done. So why am I comparing a sales engineer to MacGyver? Because actually MacGyver has 4 of the traits that I find in excellent sales engineers. First, he has superior environmental awareness that, when combined with his extensive knowledge of physics and chemistry, leads to quick innovation and innovation on the fly. Trapped inside a labor camp? In need of a diversion? No problem. His analytical mind goes into overdrive. He sources most of the ingredients locally: salt, sugar, weed killer, a mop bucket, a rag, throws in the occasional electrical tape or Swiss Army knife, and boom, a nice little bomb. So how does it apply to sales engineering? Well, sales engineers are doing pre-sale. They have to design a solution either in their lab or as a proof of concept, sometimes at client site itself, to make sure that their software works well inside the environment at the client side. That means thinking out of the box. That means trying to see how different things can fit well together. And you do that through innovation and also through superior scripting abilities. And those are your Swiss Army knives and electrical tape. So in the MacGyver series, there's also something else that is very similar to the sales engineering profession. That's time management. There's always a bomb ticking. There's always bad guys that are going to catch you if you don't hurry up. And you know, MacGyver deals with that stress in a very professional manner. He makes a plan, executes on it. If it doesn't work, then he tries again. Just like I said in one of my previous videos, and I have the link in comments. Now, for us, it's the same thing. Sure, if your solution doesn't work right away, that's fine. The client is not going to kill you, let me reassure you, but their time is precious. So you still have some time constraints that you have to manage. So the quicker you can get the solution, the better it is. Here's something else that MacGyver and sales engineers have in common. They have passion and a sense of ownership. See, when MacGyver is not working for the US government or on a US government-led mission, he goes around helping desperate people. What he does is more than just a job for him, it's a vocation. Well, excellent sales engineers and application engineers, they are the same. They take care of customers. They want to be solution providers and see their clients succeed. And when their team does well, they get as excited as any other sales pro on the team. So here's one last point of comparison between MacGyver and sales and application engineers. Sometimes MacGyver gets called as a consultant on some R&D projects, and there's always going to be a bad guy showing up and some action, because otherwise it will be dull, right? It's on TV, so we won't be entertained. On the other hand, for us in the team, when we deliver something that is pretty cool, a new innovation that never occurred to anybody in R&D, and then we bring it back to R&D, and then suddenly they say, whoa, that is cool, we should productize this. Best feeling in the world. Pretty cool, huh? If you're curious to know more, I actually published an article on the topic of recruiting sales engineers and application engineers. I put the reference in the comments. On the other hand, if you're more of a sales professional and you're curious to know what it takes to be a good sales professional in software, then I'm working on a video on that. It's another long video, so it's probably going to come out in the next 2 weeks or so. And in the meantime, this is Steve from his treehouse, signing off.